How long has it been? It's been a while for two things. Number one, I haven't made a Panda Talk in a while, and I've had a couple Panda Talk ideas that I've been working on and have been wanting to upload, but either due to time, due to some of the Panda Talks that I made, I either wasn't able to release them or they lost relevance within the time span that they were out. So it's been a bit quiet on my channel, and I'm sorry about that. I've been wanting to make this video, and I meant to upload it about like a week or so ago, and it's simply because about a year ago there was a massive story that broke out about an EDM producer by the name of Datsik. You guys might remember that because about a year ago I made a video on it, and it ended up being one of my most popular videos, and I've been wanting to make a sort of Datsik, where are they now, 1 year later update sort of thing. Now, in all honesty, I'm just going to be straight up, there isn't really that much new to be said about Datsik. There have been some DMs that have been leaked by his fans saying that he's sober now and that he's working on making a comeback, but there's no date set in stone at the moment. And that's really all that could be said. I know this video kind of seems a bit redundant, but I did want to take this time to actually make a sort of response video to the video I made last year. I got a ton of comments on that video, a lot of good ones, a couple bad ones, but I mean obviously the bad ones don't matter that much when the general overwhelming response is very positive. The main reason I wanted to respond to it is because I had some people telling me that the way that I covered it could have been better and had some similar things to say, and I just kind of wanted to, I guess, make a quick response to that. One of the things that they said was that I either was very much putting Datsik in a guilty lens or I was very much defending Datsik, when my goal in that video was to be as unbiased and without any sort of verdict as possible. I mentioned numerous times that they were just allegations.
It should be prefaced again that most of these allegations are still simply allegations.
And I did bring up a lot of claims, but I never said anything was the truth. Now, that being said, that was a year ago, and I feel like now that a lot of time has passed, I feel a lot more comfortable bringing up my own opinion. Not that anyone really asked for it, but I do kind of want to bring it up because to this date, there is still no definitive proof or no definitive evidence that the allegations made against Datsik were actually true. However, it does seem like a lot of people do seem to dismiss that, even though Datsik never said that he did those claims, and that there's no definitive proof, because nowadays screenshots can be photoshopped and tampered with. There's no proof unless you can show the actual text messages and show, video proof that they're real and not just an image. But I think the way that Datsik reacted when it came to, privating all his social medias and basically making himself seem like he actually did the crime is the reason why the whole vote for him just sank so quickly. And even though Datsik made himself seem very guilty, there was also the very obvious response from what seems like a lot of the community that, no one had his back. Even people like Excision weren't willing to defend him directly and were sort of just like trying to distance themselves from Datsik. When it comes to my own opinion, I still don't know for sure whether or not what happened that day is for sure, that the allegations are true or false. But because of the way Datsik handled the whole situation, I have no reason to believe that the allegations might be fake. They seem a lot more possibly true than false. However, I have been talking, or at least trying to keep in contact with one of the people who broke out the whole story on Twitter. And in my video, I actually blurred out their Twitter because I didn't want them to be harassed in DMs or whatnot. I'll show them in this video. If you guys wanted to scroll through back their profile, you'll find all the posts that they made and how they were the ones who actually broke the story about, Datsik and all the allegations. But one of the things I wanted to mention was that I'd been talking with them in DMs and trying to figure out what are the updates. It seems it's been a year. There's a lot of time. Has there been any moves made? And at least from what's been told, it's like she's been trying to help these victims get help, get, some lawyers to sue Datsik, but it's been a while now and there still hasn't been any updates. So at least as far as I'm concerned, there's two possibilities. Number one, it takes a long time to get anything done in law, in court, so it could just be that a lot of it might be under an NDA, or, there still is some sort of formal process that still has to be done before we can get a public update. But the second possibility is that it may just be possible that this story will never come to a conclusion and we will never get an update. And, these victims might never end up coming out again, which is good or bad. You can take it however you want. There is one more thing I wanted to cover, and that is in the last video, I mentioned that there was a number of claims against a bunch of other producers that I brought up, including Snails, Jaws, Riot 10, to name a couple. And I wanted to just quickly say that a lot of the claims, and I did say in that video, that were being made to other people seemed more like clout chasers rather than actual substantiated claims.
However, from the people listed, there has not been substantial evidence, most of it coming down to guilty by association.
Now, I know that's a bit weird of me to say when the only claims I had were screenshots, but it did come out that at least for some of the claims against Jaws and I think against Riot 10, that those were fake. The people who made those claims ended up retracting them and saying that they were faked. So So those ones you can put off the table. And, I mean, originally the video was about Datsik, so we're going to keep the lens to Datsik, and as it stands, the claims against Datsik are still there. They're allegations. They are not 100% true, but they're still there. Anyways, guys, I think that's all that I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys found this interesting. I feel like there probably won't be another update to this video, and I mean, if there is something large like, Datsik coming back, it's not something that I'm personally interested in covering, just because at that point, it's not something that I want to continue as like, an ongoing saga on my channel. It's really not what I'm into. But I felt like this is a good, sort of just a way to look back on past events that weren't good, but at least it's a good, it's just something that I've been wanting to do, like looking where we are now and looking past. Anyways, I have more Panda Talks that I want to make. I'll probably get to it soon enough. I'm trying to get back on that daily grind, so I hope you guys support me. I hope you guys enjoy my content, and be sure to follow me at all my socials. I've been active on Twitter every day, so if you guys are sad that I haven't been uploading YouTube videos, Twitter. Anyways, I'm gonna head on out. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.